guys, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a good day, night, whenever you're watching this. So today I'm coming out with you with a very exciting video. So I spent Valentine's weekend going to a bunch of thrift stores with my boyfriend because it's one of our favorite things we do. We actually ended up doing like a full-blown like road trip on Sunday to going to different thrift stores in New Hampshire. So that was really fun. So of course I ended up getting books. I ended up getting 14 books for less than $20, which is like insane. I have no idea where they're gonna go on my shelves. I got some serious Jenga-ing to do, but I thought I would share them with you here. I also have a bunch of books that I got last month, and like through thrifting, through gifts, and like stuff for my birthday, gift cards. So please give this video a thumbs up if you'd still like to see that and like a winter book haul or something. But since these were all thrifted in this like weekend, I wanted to do a whole separate video just for these 14 books. So I think where we will start, it's a big decision. Let's just start with the one YA book I got. Very surprising, I know, only one YA book. But what I found was Gone by Michael Grant, which this is a YA dystopian, I believe. Alright, so basically, one second, the world, like, you know, the world we know it, and then the next second, every adult is gone. The police are gone, there's no teachers, no anyone. The only people left are the teens, the middle schoolers, the toddlers, like, the children. So it's sort of about everything that happens in the results of that. It says hunger threatens, bullies rules, a sinister creature lurks, animals are mutating, and the teens themselves are changing, developing new talents, unimaginable dangers, deadly powers that grow stronger by day. It's a terrifying new world. Sides are being chosen and war is imminent. So I've just heard a lot of people like this. Like, I've seen this book like on so many people's bookshelves in like the back of their videos and stuff. It's always interested me. And I feel like I just missed out on it as a child. Like, when did this come out? Because I feel like this is like around, oh, it's a receipt, around the same time as like other dystopians. 2008. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't read this one when I was growing up. So yeah, and this one was $1. So great prices. Can't beat it. So from there, we can go on to the adult books. So, first with sort of a thrift store classic, we've got the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. I have always been interested in the Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons and other Dan Brown books. They're, like I said, I see them at the thrift store all the time. The thing is, I don't really hear people talking about them. The only person I know who's like read them and like has like a little Dan Brown the Dan Brown shrine is Olivia from Olivia Reads Latte. She's sort of the reason I bought Dan Brown books in the first place. Haven't read it, but yeah, and I've seen like 5 minutes of this movie, so I don't really know anything about it. But yes, this one was $2 but 50% off, so I got it for $1. It's like brand new. The pages are so white. It's like it's never been like read at all. It's great. So I'm very excited. This, I have no idea what it's about. Oh, another receipt. So basically, this is about a Harvard symbologist named Robert Langton, who one night he gets a call while in Paris that the elderly curator of the Louvre has been found murdered with like a weird cipher found near the body. And I believe it's just him trying to figure out like what's going on and like what does the cipher mean, who killed this person, like that kind of thing. I think it's sort of like a mystery, like, this sort of reminds me of like, Nick Cage movie. What's the movie? I'm blanking. When they steal the Declaration of Independence. Fudge nuggets. It's gonna come to me in like 5 minutes. You know what I'm talking about. National Treasure! Oh my gosh. This gives me like National Treasure vibes and like that kind of thing. I don't know if that's right at all, but I'm excited. I don't tend to read a lot of adult fiction, so this is me trying to branch out. Okay? So the next book I got is one that I've heard everyone who's read it love it, and that is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, which this one I believe revolves around books. So yeah, so this takes place in Barcelona in 1945, as the city is healing from, you know, the war. And there's this guy named Daniel. Basically, his mom was a like book dealer, and he finds this mysterious book called The Shadow of the Wind, and he sets out to find other books by this author, but he can't find them, and it's sort of a mystery. Like, someone has been destroying every other copy of the book, and like he seems to literally be the only person with a copy of The Shadow of the Wind. And yeah, I don't know, it just seems interesting. Like I said, I've heard a lot of people read this and love it. I don't know what's going on, but that's sort of a theme of a lot of these books, is I have no idea what they're about. So yeah, I don't know, I don't like to know a lot sometimes. I just know it revolves around books, and I like books, so yeah. But yeah, this one was one of the more expensive ones I got, and this one was $3, but I've literally never seen this book at a store, so I've been wanting to read it for a long time. On to the next stack. So the next one we have is just a continuation of a series that I already own, and that is The Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 4th book in the Mistborn series. I think it's like the second age of Mistborn or something. I forget what they call it. But I got the first 3 books of the Mistborn series for Christmas, and I have not cracked into them, but Brandon Sanderson wrote Skyward and Starsight, which is like a YA sci-fi series that I really love. So I'm very excited to move on to the more like adult works. I'm a little scared of the Way of Kings, so I'm gonna, you know, start with Mistborn. But yes, definitely wanted to grab this when it was only $1.50. So yeah, very excited. Next, we have another thrift store classic, which is The Martian by Andy Weir. This one has been turned into a movie, but basically it's about someone who's stranded on Mars and needs to like survive with the supplies he has. I've just heard a lot of good things about it. Obviously the movie star is Matt Damon. I haven't seen it because I'm one of those annoying people who's like, oh no, I have to read the book before I can watch the movie. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. I love sci-fi, so always up for a new sci-fi. Speaking of sci-fi, we have, oh, and this was $1.50, I want to say. Yeah, $1.50. And then we have, I think it's Ancillary Justice by Anne Leckie. This one is another sci-fi. It's won like a lot of awards. I know it's like a pretty popular one. Basically about this soldier known as Brex, who's drawing closer to completing her quest. Once she was the Justice of Turin, a colossal starship with an artificial intelligence. Oh, I love artificial intelligence. I really hope there's an artificial intelligence character in here. Ooh, okay. Linking thousands of soldiers in the service of the Raj, the Empire. Now, an act of treachery has ripped it all away, leaving her with one fragile human body, unanswered questions, and a burning desire for vengeance. But yeah, I haven't read a lot of adult sci-fi, but I am growing my collection. So I'm so excited to read this one. Oh wait, now we're on to a book that I sort of know the plot of by myself, and that is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I like almost screamed when I saw this. I literally ripped it off the shelf because there was a person like looking at the shelf too, and I was like, don't take this one, please. But basically, The Name of the Wind is sort of a cult classic. It's one that everyone I've seen who's read it loves it. Like literally, I don't know any single person who I've seen talk about this book that isn't raving about it, which makes me so excited about it, but also scared. I know the second book, Wise Men Fear, a lot of people didn't like, but yeah. This one is about our main character, Kuoth, who is just recounting his life, and that's just sort of the book itself is just him recounting his life story. And this one I got for a whole $2, which was amazing. And then I got this on Savers the day before, and then yesterday on our little road trip I found The Slow Regard of Silent Things by Patrick Rothfuss, which is the 2.5 in the is it King Killer or King Maker Chronicles? King Killer Chronicles. But yeah, so this is book 1, then Wise Man Fear, book 2, then this is book 3. This is also like slightly illustrated, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I just saw this. I obviously had picked up The Name of the Wind, and I think I'm really gonna like this. I really hope I will. But this was only $1.50. Alright, and the next and biggest section is historicals. So I love historical romance, and I have read everything that I own because I only own like 2. So I really wanted to get more. They're so cheap, especially at Goodwill, so I'm very excited. So we'll start off with the book that I got Savers, which is Lisa Kleypas's, again, The Magic, which is 0.5 in the Wallflower series, which is a series that I've actually wanted to read already. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, cool. I think I've read Lisa Kleypas and I enjoyed it. I'm not going to really do descriptions on these because, 1, I don't really like to read them, and 2, they all sort of sound kind of similar. But this, I believe, is a Regency romance, so excited about that. This one was $1.50. And then we have another Lisa Kleypas book. This is Love Come to Me, another Regency, I believe. Yeah, pretty cool. This one was $1, so yeah. Oh, and this one also like takes place in like New England and like Massachusetts, so I'm like, hey, it's where I live. So I just thought that was kind of cool. Alright, next we have Sabrina Jeffrey's Dance of Seduction, which this lady is like not wearing any clothes. So yeah. I feel like maybe I've read a Sabrina Jeffrey's, or was she in, I like read like a Christmas historical anthology, and I feel like maybe she was in that. I don't know. This one was a solid 50 cents, so I thought, why not? Basically, I read these books in like 1 or 2 days, so 50 cents is a cheap book. And so if I saw an author that I recognized, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not really looking for those like, you know, horse cowboy books, but Regency, and I was sort of looking for Scottish as well, books like that. But yeah, I was watching Chandler's video before we left, so Chandler from Chandler Ingsley was opening like a bunch of historicals, and it inspired me. But the next book I got was Eloisa James, The Duchess of Mine. This one's got a pretty step back. But yeah, I think I've read an Eloisa James. I know she's a pretty prolific author in the historical world, and it's an Avon historical romance, and that's another thing I was looking for because I like the Avon ones. And this again was 50 cents. Then we got one other Sabrina Jeffrey's, which was Never Seduce a Scoundrel, which is apparently the School for Heiresses series. Yeah. So this one has another setback. This one kind of looks like modern, like he's wearing khakis, but I don't know. It was 50 cents. I don't know what else to say. I really didn't look too deep into these. And then we have Lindsay Sands' Devil of the Highlands, which was this Scottish, I feel like this is more medieval, like based on her attire and stuff, and I haven't read any medieval romances, so I'm excited to see if I like those as much as I like Regency romances. And this again was 50 cents, so can't beat it. I can't hold them all up. Let's try. Oh gosh, it smells like the library. I love used book smells. Okay, oh gosh, it literally keeps falling anytime I try, so nah. Okay. So these were the 14 books that I got. Woo! Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe for more. And please let me know if you've read any of these books down in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.